where was it? Not the other airport. Not Munich.
Oh, Stuttgart. Stuttgart.
Yeah, Stuttgart.
That's the Stuttgart, where they make sports. And, let's see. Back then, it was 8th Infantry Division. Well, I gotta go mow. Done with my coffee. I showed up here though, let's see, this is Friday, so Ham's running down. I kind of doubt he's around just yet, but I don't think I'll be back for the net. I'll see you later, David.
Okay. You take care. Enjoy cutting the grass and be careful. Don't run over any big sticks.
I think I've got all those chopped up by now. See you later.
Okay, 73s.
I got it.
Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Victor Tango, Harold in Waterford.
Thanks, John. See you later.
KA8 Tango.
Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Victor Tango.
Yeah, someone relay me in King Arthur 8. Terrific. In and out. I don't think he's hearing me.
Steve, Kilo Alpha 8 Tango, you're on the list, number 6.
Yeah, King Alpha 8 Tango, in and out tonight.
Okay, he's got you in and out, Steve.
Okay, George, thanks.
Delta X-ray Juliet.
KHCGS Greg. Hello, it's KHCGS.
Hi there, Greg. This is KHDXJ.
Hey, Doris, are you taking the list?
No, Sean's doing it tonight, and you're number 8.
Okay, yeah, mark me in and out. If Sean's there, in and out, Sean. Thanks, Doris.
You're welcome, Sean. You're welcome, Greg.
Say hi to Taz and have a good evening.
Hi, Sean, K9JJM. Hey, but you'll probably have to do me in and out because as soon as the wife gets home, we're going to be off to get something to eat. Roger. Well, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. You're sounding mighty fine yourself.
NASOB, KTAS, checking in. My buddy Sean. Hello to you, Sean.
Yeah, that's who that was. It's nice to hear his voice though again. K9JJM. Well, what was that, Ron? Roger. He had you at number 4, but he got you in and out. whether it's QSB. I missed some of that. You used to ask something about 2 meter and 440. Oh, open spot. I don't really know anything about that.
Yeah, I can just tell Ron is there. I just can't quite make him out. Check-ins. We're looking for check-ins for the Wolverine single sideband net. Don't have to be a member to get on the list. Anybody with a general or higher amateur radio license is welcome to participate in our net. Please call N8SOB.
Good evening, Sean. N8SOB. Kilo 9er, Charlie Tango Bravo.
K9CTB, good evening, Neil out of Indy. Got you at number 11, buddy.
Number 11, thank you, Sean. Your excellent signal into Indy. Thanks, and somebody was right behind me.
So there's somebody else out there trying to check in?
I thought I might have doubled with somebody. Guess not, Sean. Thanks a bunch, number 11.
No problem, Neil. Good to hear you.
SOB.
KD9RNA.
You want to put me on that list there?
Yeah, I can slide you on here somewhere. We'll find a spot for you, buddy. Number 12. You get to fire it off for Taz. What's that? What was that, ma'am?
He said, thank you very much, sir.
Oh, static crash. I'm getting a couple crashes here and there.
Looks like this is a two-Sean week.
Yeah. It's all right with me. Minutes. 40 minutes. You can count them down, folks, before we kick off the net at 6 Eastern at 2200 UTC, and this is the pre-net. Calls N8SOB. We'll be standing by and listening.
Kilo Echo 8, November Echo Delta.
Hi, Mark. Got you number 14.
Thanks, sir. KRX.
KC9 KRX, Brad. You got number 15, Brad.
Number 1515.
Roger, roger.
Oh, you doing it tonight, Sean?
You got it.
Are you running it tonight?
Oh, no, I think it'll work.
Yes, Brad. Yep, yes. I am that controller tonight, Brad. Roger, roger.
I think you said Roger, Roger.
Yeah, roger, roger.
Okay.
Was there somebody else in there? And 8 SOB.
WBWY.
Number 16, Tom.
You'll have to be short guy there, Sean. WBWY.
No problem.
Okay. WBWY.
This is N8SOB in the Wolverine single sideband pre-net. We're taking pre-net check-ins. Give me your call.
Alpha 8, Papa Quebec. Bill and Gaylord in and out tonight.
Alpha 8, Papa Quebec. Well, good to hear you in here this evening there, Bill. Hope all is well in Gaylord. We got you in and out tonight. Hope we catch you Sunday morning.
Okay. Gets it, well, but
we get it all tuned up out there.
yeah, what was that again?
I was asking to see if those guys had the radio all tuned up yet.
What I felt was I was hoping that when he got it, he'd weld it.
I mean, I look at all the things that I have to tune to and adjust for the frequency, and it don't take me that long.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes you got issues, but normally you just know how your station, how it loads up. I don't know. Anyway, good to hear you in there, Steve.
Yeah, you too. out to be a fine day in paradise.
I think it was nice for the most part of the day, and then it started raining.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get any rain. Didn't get any sunshine until just a few hours ago. Been kind of a gloomy day today. But hopefully things will get better as time goes on. But I do got to get going. If you would have them log me in and out, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, no problem, Steve. Yeah, we got you up there quite a ways. Had you in and out at number 6 when I first heard you. So hope you have a good night, buddy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was today or yesterday. Okay. Talk to you later. KAAT.
KC80HR, you're off frequency there, bud.
Keep talking. I'm tuning you in better.
Hey, there you go. Sounded better. Well, we got you number 18 tonight, Clint.
Thank you, sir. Casey, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to skip up a little bit here and tune things a little prettier on my end. KC80HR.
Roger, roger. N8SOB standing by for Wolverine single sideband pre-net check-ins.
SOB, KD8HTT, how copy?
Got you real good copy, KD8HTT. We got you at number 19 there, Dan.
Great, thanks. Got a great signal up here in southeastern Michigan. Got you 15 to 20 over. QSL.
Well, I appreciate it. I got you good S9. No noise, got some static crashes, but hey, that's the goals. I'm glad that we're getting some RF out there.
Yep. Well, the later it gets, the better it gets, I guess, you know. Start listening to this thing at 3 o'clock, you can't hear anybody, right?
Yeah, it does take a while to get the band together.
All right, thanks for putting me on the list. I appreciate it. SOB, this is KD8HTT.
No problem. Good to hear you tonight, Dan.
Jim there, Sean?
Is that you?
KD92IO is checking in.
All righty. KD9TYO. Yeah, I could hardly hear you, Eric, so there's no way I'd be hearing him.
WD&INW.
Uh-oh. Lucky number 21 tonight there, George.
Uh-oh. Who's 20?
KD9TYO, Jim over there in Wisconsin.
All right, thank you.
I gotta go ahead and talk a little bit there, Clint. Gotta get yourself back on frequency there.
Oh, I know. I hear that a lot. How's my signal sound over?
Good. 10 over. One of the stronger ones so far.
All right, right on. Yeah, I've got you easy S9. I know you got to be 20 over here.
Hey, that's what I always try for, man. I try to get out there and touch somebody.
Well, for the record, you touched me.
Your name's not Joe, is it? I'm sorry. Anyway, Clint, good to hear you on frequency.
Only if you're a minor. Oh, mercy. All right, man. Thanks. KC80HR.
Yeah, this isn't the Freedom Net.
Yeah, I know.
But it's going to be only so long. We can only ignore this. Ignore it for so long, man. I think I'm going to become a comedian, and that's just going to be my main act.
Well, you have plenty of material, that's for sure.
Never a dull moment. $14 minutes. So we kicked this bad boy off this evening. I am filling in for Sam. Sam was a little under the weather and asked me to fill in for him, and I said I was ready to go. I was already in the chair listening. Give me a call. Get on the list. Number 22 is available. This is N8SOB. WA9, UJR, George, we got you at 22. Roger, roger. Chickens. We're looking for chickens. It don't matter. Get on the list. N8SOB in the Wolverine single sideband pre-net.
I just going to check in and out. Bad SWR, KD2HCE live from Ohio.
Oh, man, HCE, KC2HCE. What is it? Man, you got one of them weird call signs, Chris.
Kilo Delta 2. Hotel Charlie Echo. King David number 2. Endure.
Yeah, Roger on the King Ding 2. We got you, buddy. Good to hear you in here, Chris. You are sounding good even with your bad SWR.
I'm waiting for the Charlie to change to a Delta, and then I'm going to get out of here. I got to go.
I got it. I got you on here. I fixed it, buddy.
All right, thank you much, 7-3. We got lightning coming in over this way, so 7-3, everybody, we'll catch you soon.
Well, that explains where these crashes I'm getting are coming from. Have a good night, Chris. Take it easy, buddy. 8, Bravo Charlie Foxtrot, we got you. NABCF, Bob, number 24, buddy. Five minutes before we kick off the Wolverine Net. Get on the list. Please call N8SOB. I hear somebody out there trying to get in here. Who was that out there?
It was Ray.
Small black Chevy? Bravo, Charlie. We got him. I heard him that time. Wonder where that Irv guy is. Where you at, Irv? This is 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning for yourself to get put on the Wolverine single sideband net. Please call N8SOB. Anybody else? Last call. Good evening and welcome all amateurs and shortwave listeners everywhere. This is N8SOB, and my name is Sean, located in Fort Gratiot, Michigan, and I will be your control station for this evening's session of the Wolverine single sideband net. You don't have to be a member to check into this net. Anyone with a general or higher amateur radio license is welcome to participate in our net. This net meets every night of the week on this frequency, 3935 at this time, 2200 UTC. Pre-net starts at 2115 UTC and or before. The purpose of this net is to promote good fellowship among radio operators. If you would like to become a member of the Wolverine single sideband net, the requirements are 4 check-ins a month for 3 consecutive months. After meeting these requirements, please email or send your list to Taz, K-A-T-A-S, who is good on QRZ.com. You must have the check-in date and the net control call sign. Make sure it is the net control station and not the pre-net list taker, because sometimes they are different. Not tonight. Got the pleasure of filling in for Sam that was a little under the weather. We suggest that you send more than the required check-ins just in case of any discrepancies. We have a nice certificate and iron-on patch for new members. Information about the net and monthly awards are available on our website at www.wssbn.com. I currently have on the pre-net list the following stations by suffix: SOB, EES In and Out, Mowing the Grass, YAB, 9XS, 9SX in and out, AVT 8AT in and out, DXJ, CGS in and out, 9XN, JJM in and out, CTB, RNA, TAS, NED, KRX, Whiskey and Vodka, short time, 8PQ in and out, EHR, HTT, TYO, INW, UJR, HCE in and out, BCF, and SBC. Did I miss anybody or any corrections on the pre-net list only? Okie dokie, we got that. Are there any mobile stations? Any mobiles? All right, any announcements? Any announcements for the net? All right, so far I do have one short time. That's Tom up in Cadillac. He'll be our first short time. Anybody on the list or that needs to check in for short time only? All right, let's go ahead and pick up that short time station. Then we'll pick up general check-ins. Get Tom in and out of here. Wolverine 542 out of Cadillac, Michigan. WB8WIV. Good evening, Tom. How you doing today?
Pretty good, Sean. And thanks for taking the net tonight. Heading SLB in the wonderful Wolverines. WB8WIV, about 52 degrees over here. And it's kind of a rolling day today. As you know, my son, Chris, W7CBW is here in the state of Washington. He came by himself. His wife said, take a couple of days to see your parents. He got a flight out of, I couldn't believe this, he got a flight out of the state of Washington to, I think, Grand Rapids. And he rented a car. It was $150 round trip. His wife really did some research to find, I guess it was a special or something, I don't know, but $150, man, you couldn't even get near driving that. Carried back for $150. But, yeah, that was a steal. So anyway, he's here till Sunday morning. And we were out looking for mushrooms. I didn't find anything yet. I think it's a little too early. But we did find a beefsteak. Wasn't real big, but did find a beefsteak. So that tells me that the black and calf season are right around the corner. So we'll be up probably next week looking and see what we can find. We had enough rain, now if the temperatures start going up a little bit, we'll be in good shape. Anyhow, I'm on my 950 tonight, and I've taken the 991 alpha out of line. I had some, I don't know, I had a high noise floor. I don't know if it was the power supply or what the deal is, but so I put this one in the quieter, and we'll see what happens here. Anyhow, that's about all I've got, I guess. We're going to be going to my daughter. She was here. My youngest daughter was down with my grandson from Traverse City. We're going to be up at her place at noon tomorrow. We're going to have a big family dinner. And everybody will be there for the most part, except, of course, my son in Akron and his wife. But everybody else will be there. So it's going to be another rolling day tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it works. Anyway, all you wonderful Wolverines have a great evening. And I'll try to be in there. Well, I don't know if I'll make it tomorrow or not. We'll see what happens. I may or may not be able to. Anyway, everybody have a good one. I think we're going to see a ship tomorrow too. My grandson, the 9-year-old, is interested in sailing in ships. So there's a tour in Traverse City tomorrow of one of the big ships. I don't know just what all it is, but we're going to take you through that. So again, I may or may not be on. Anyhow, all you Wolverines have have a great weekend. Take care. And we'll see if we can make her again tomorrow. Back to you, Sean. SOB, WB8WYB. I'll be clear. Good evening.
All right there, Tom. WB8WIV from N8SOB. Well, good deal. Yeah, I don't even think you can make it to Washington, make it there with $150 for gas, what have you. So, yeah, that's a hell of a steal for sure there, and back for $150. So, good deal. Definitely was able to save some money there and cushion to be able to make the cushion the rental car a little bit easier as well. So, good deal. I hope you enjoy your time with him, and hopefully he doesn't get too homesick there. Good deal, and good luck on the mushroom hunt. Hopefully it does warm up a little bit for you there. I know I have a friend of mine who lives down a little bit south of me, was talking about they're starting to come up. So definitely look forward to that. So enjoy your weekend there. Enjoy it tomorrow going over to the ship in Traverse City and what have you. Sounds like a good time there, Tom. So thanks for stopping by and sharing what's going on in Cadillac with us tonight. But with that, we'll clear with WB8WIV. That was the end of the short time. Let's go ahead and take a quick pause before we get to the top of the list here and see if there's anybody else, general check-ins, that wants to get on the Wolverine single sideband list. Please call N8SOB.
Whiskey 1 India Kilo.
Hi, Jim. Got you at number 26. Anybody else?
Whiskey 8 Kilo Sierra.
Hi, Jeff. Sounding good tonight, sir. 27. Anybody else? All right, let's kick off this list. Number 1, when I ran on Monday, I totally forgot myself. But, yeah, it does different being here on Friday evening tonight. Glad I could help out Sam there. And I had, I did my running after work. We got dinner. It's just me and the kiddo and nowhere else to go tonight. So, definitely it was a good night to be able to fill in. But, other than that, good Friday at work. Got a little bit of rain. Currently sitting at 49.8. We did hit up almost 57 degrees today, and looks like we got almost a tenth of inch of rain so far today. So, nothing too much, just enough to get things damp. So, with that, that's all I got. So, Mr. Ed is out cutting the grass, so we'll skip by him. Let's drop down and pick up David out of Elkhart. That's Wolverine 519, Mr. Saturday Night, KC9YAV. Good evening, David. Good to hear you in there. Stand by, Harold, AVT. You're on deck.
Okay, this is KC9YAV, David in Elkhart, and good evening to you, Sean. Thanks for filling in for Sam. We appreciate that. And, well, it's been a pretty good Friday for me. Was able to get pretty much everything wrapped up shortly after noon today, and was able to kick back and relax for a while, and working on my lists for vacation. It's going to start in a week from now. So figured out I've got a lot to do between now and then, but we'll get it all taken care of. Did get my cell phone plan switched over, so I've got a hotspot on my phone now, and it didn't cost me very much after all. It's kind of nice that I've got a couple discounts with Verizon, and between some upgrades they had on their plan and the discounts, it cost me $5, and I'm really happy about that. So I'm all ready to go do some POTA in the Smoky Mountains now. I guess the question is whether or not I'll have cell reception in the areas I want to do it in, but at least we have the capability now. So other than that, not too much happening here. Just enjoying the sunshine that is now peeking out again. We did have a little rain this morning, but nothing much to write home about. So temperature has jumped up to 65, and I think we're looking for a fairly decent weekend. So with that, looking forward to running the net tomorrow night. Hope everyone can check in with me, but if it's a nice day, you never know what's going to happen. So with that, I wish everyone 73s, and I'll turn it back to you, Sean. N8SOB, KC9YAB.
All right there, David. KC9YEV and 8SOB. We're all good and getting all your ducks in a row and getting ready for your vacation there. Sounds like a good time. And yeah, I have Sprint, and for the most part, I've always had the hotspot. I enjoy it. I really do. Hooks up to my car. Just the kids' tablets or what have you, and iPads, and then the computer that I like to run. If I get a chance, instead of using my phone, I have a laptop in my car with headset and everything ready to rock and roll. So, and just use the hotspot off of that. So hopefully you got signal when you get up there and get settled in on a spot that looks good for you. So good deal there. Can't wait to hear more about it. And up until the day you head on out. So, yep, that's right. David will be here tomorrow in the big chair, so don't miss him here tomorrow. Thanks for checking in there, David. Have a great night, buddy. With that, we'll clear with KC9YAV. Let's drop down and pick up Harold out of Waterford. That's Wolverine 485. That's KE8AVT. Good evening there, Harold. What's going on in Waterford? And stand by, Doris. You're on deck.
This is Harold, KE8AVT. Well, it's been a rather quiet day here. I did finally stumble out the door and beat off the raindrops and make out to Myers to do a little shopping. Got that all done and came back in the rain and dragged everything back in the door. Had to go now because they had one or two items on sale that were very well appreciated and a real good price. Other than that, I wanted to go out and work a little bit in the yard, but it's been one of them drizzly days that it's been all day. So I've been kind of sitting in here playing on the computer and listening on the radio. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to you, Sean. 8SOB. This is KE8AVT. I'll be listening.
All right there, Harold. KE8AVT and 8SOB. Yeah, I'm thinking that's for the most part what kind of a day it was today. Nothing really hard. I think the hardest it rained is when I left for work at 3 o'clock or so. But other than that, I think it's just on and off. This nasty rain. At least it's not super cold, so good to hear you getting out there and marching through the raindrops. And sounds like you had a decent, productive day there, Harold. Thanks for checking in. Hope to hear you tomorrow night. With that, we'll clear with KE8AVT. Let's drive down and pick up Doris. That's our awards manager, Wolverine 428. Good evening, Doris. K8DXJ, stand by AC9XN, Taylor George and Highland. You're on deck. Pick it up, Doris.
Well, thank you, Sean. This is Kilo 8 Delta X-Ray Juliet, and thank you so much for filling in for Sam this evening. Do appreciate it. And I know you love sitting in the big chair besides. So, anyway, I started out this morning at the chiropractor, and from there we decided to go out and get some lunch, and came on back home, sat at my desk, did my usual stuff, finished it real early, and I've been playing solitaire. It's just one of those kind of lazy type days. So with that, I'll turn it back to you. This is K8DXJ.
All right there. Well, at least you kicked off the day and getting your adjustment at the chiropractor. That's always a good, decent thing to do. I need to find a chiropractor around here. Wouldn't mind going every once in a while. You never know, especially the first couple times, just to see if it's anything. But good deal there, and maybe making Taz some money as well, and being on a lazy day. Nothing wrong with that, Doris. Sounded good tonight. Thanks for being in there, and my pleasure to fill in, that's for sure. You know me all too well. Love being in the big chair. So we'll clear with KDXJ. Let's drop down and pick up George here in Highland. That's Wolverine 593, AC9XN. And after George, we'll take a quick pause for more check-ins. How you doing there, George?
Okay there, November 8th. Here, Oscar, the big man in the big chair, the Michigan blowtorch, and Michigan Green sideband net. This is Alpha Charlie Niner
X-ray, November, 5 miles south of Lake Michigan in beautiful Highland, Indiana, where there's always something exciting going on. I just have no idea what it is. Thank you, Blowtorch. Thank you for doing the net tonight. And thank you for picking me up. I gotta listen to the net tonight on the CR. The noise level down here is a solid 9 and it's peaking 5 over, so a lot of interference. This is more like a July or August net day than an April net day, but I'm able to pick everybody up off the SCR, and you are sounding good, my friend. We had a beautiful day down here in Highland, Indiana. It rained this morning, and we had a heavy rain last night with lightning and thunder, but got up to balmy 63 degrees, current 61, and it's going to go down to 42. So it's always an honor and a privilege to be picked up by you on the net. You do such a good job. You got to be the station of the year, and if not, as far as I'm concerned, you're the net control station of the year in my book. And see you, Sean, sounding good. Thanks for getting me in. Alpha, Charlie, Niner, X-ray, November, 73, my friend. And God bless all the Wolverines. Back to you.
All right there, George. AC9XN from N8SOB. I appreciate all the kind words. I always do, man. You really know how to swell up the guy's head. And maybe one of these days you'll surprise us and you will know something that's going on in Highland. As long as something exciting is going on there, buddy. But, hey, you're sounding not too shabby yourself there tonight, my friend. Hope you have an enjoyable weekend. Always a pleasure to get Highland, Indiana, Wolverine 593 on the list. Have a good night, George. 7-3s to you. Before we get down to Neil here, K9CTV, let's take a quick pause and see if there's anybody else out there that would like to check in with us on the Wolverine single sideband net. Please call N8SOB.
WG8W.
V3KUZ.
All right, we picked up Rod and Bob. Anybody else? All right, let's get back to the list. We got Rod at 28, and Bob, you're at number 29, respectively. Number 11, K9CTB. Good evening, Neil. What's going on in Indianapolis? Wolverine 611 there. K9CTB, stand by Eric. KD9RNA, you're on deck, Eric. Pick it up, Neil. K9CTB. There, Neil? Maybe he'll recheck. All right, let's go way over to Wisconsin to Wolverine 597. That's Mr. Sunday Night. KD9RNA. Good evening, Eric, and stand by Taz.
N8SOB, this is KD9RNA, and what a treat. I can actually hear everybody tonight. There's no static on my end. And, man, we had 48 hours of storms rolling through here, and it was getting pretty frustrating. Checking in last night, we couldn't hear anybody. I didn't hear anybody at all last night, but I could hear myself on SDR just fine. That's kind of weird. Anyhow, good day around here today. Sun sort of came out today, and we got up to 55 degrees. I got the last coat of finish on the old picnic table, and that'll be going out to the patio soon and getting ready to start the next project. Not a lot else going on. Went over and visited a neighbor and leaned on the fence and had a couple of beers with him, and it just was kind of a great day to be around. Thanks for picking up for Sam tonight, and sorry he's under the weather, but hopefully we'll hear from him again soon. Doing a great job as always there, Sean, and I'm curious to see how big a he can build on having too much fun Friday night. N8SOB, this is KD9RNA. I'll send her back over to you, Sean. Have a great evening.
All right there, Eric. Well, considering that such a big guy you are, it sounds like that fence is pretty sturdy. Leaning on it for a couple of beers. Man, it sounds like you got some pretty good neighbors there. Sounds like a good day. And, yeah, I mean, I'm starting to get some pretty good static crashes, but that's down to the south, I guess, around Indiana, Ohio or something. But, yeah, it does get very discouraging, man, when you you can get a signal out there, you just can't hear nothing, and that is a pretty big drawback of these loops, man. I have noticed. That's another reason why I put the G5RV up. I just gotta run some different coax out to it. So anyway, but it definitely helps on the static crashes, but dipoles also bring the signals down as well. So I don't know, apples to oranges, I guess, buddy. Hey, you're sounding good tonight. Definitely booming on in here. Q5 copy, no problem here in Blanchardville, Wisconsin tonight. Thanks for checking in, Eric. It's definitely, seriously, and always a pleasure to hear you checking in. Hope you and Diane have a great weekend. With that, we'll clear with KD9RNA. Let's drop down and pick up my buddy Taz. That's KTAS, Wolverine 399, the man that hands out the Wolverine single sideband net numbers for the membership when you got your check-ins. Taz, what's going on, my buddy? And stand by Mark, NED.
NASOB, Sean, who's not an SOB. This is Kilo 8 Tango Alpha Sierra. As in Romulus, Michigan, we're sitting at 50 degrees. Excuse me, started off at 45 degrees, rained all day. It's dry now. It quit raining probably a couple hours ago, but it's pretty much rained all day. Just gave me an excuse to stay in the house and play radio. We played FT8. We did pick up a new country today. That's Kiribati, North Tarawa, Kiribati, out in the South Pacific. So that was a new country we picked up today on 17 meters. But the rest, they were coming to me. So anyhow, that was pretty much our day. Sean, thanks for doing it. Thanks for picking it up for Sam. Hope Sam's feeling better. Of course, you know I'm here. I'll pick up the file after the net. Doing a great job as always. We appreciate you, man. With that, we're going to turn it back over to you, Sean. My buddy Sean. NASOBKTAS. Back to you.
Hey, quick question, Ted. Was that T30UN, T30UN that you worked, the new one?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. They're only there, I think, for another day. So, and first time that island's been activated in a long time. So that was a very good contact. Congratulations. I worked them on accident. When was it? Tuesday morning. I just got up a little extra earlier and kind of got with a little bit sooner, got ready, and was sitting here eating. I said, wonder what's going on. So I went to 30 meter out of all bands on FT8, and one of the first, a nice bright purple. I said, wow, look at that. I looked them up, and I seen where they're at way out there, and I was able to get him for the first contact, so first time. So, that's good to get him on the log. Good job there, Taz. Good deal. I'm glad that you got him on 17 meters. So, hey, that's a success right there. And when I started my Tuesday off with that, I was like, man, I didn't want to go to work. I wanted to stay at home and play radio. Oh, it sounded good tonight there, Taz. Thanks for all the kind words, buddy. You and Doris have a great night. With that, we'll clear with KTAS. Let's drop down and pick up Mark in Canton. That's Wolverine 567, KE8NED. Good evening there, Mark. And then stand by Brad at KRX. You're on deck, Brad. Pick it up, Mark. How you doing?
N8SOB in the net. This is KE8NED. Well, good evening. Hey, thanks for picking it up tonight, Sean. Doing a great job as always. Nice strong signal and beautiful audio coming in here to Canton, Michigan. Static crashes are starting to compete with you, though. Boy, this Skyloop really pulls in those static crashes like nothing else. Anyway, pretty good day. Did some work on the power supply today. I'm trying to figure out these ancient capacitors. Took the dog for a walk. It's interesting. A lot of the yards out in the neighborhood have invisible fences now that come out front. And, of course, by definition, they're invisible. So when the big dog charges around the corner, all you could do is wait and see if there's the invisible fence there that's going to hold him back or not. So I'm not pointing fingers, though, because we got the same thing, an invisible fence halfway down the front yard. So neighbors get to walk past our dog, putting on a show, too. Anyways, I guess that's the way it is these days. Anyways, I'll listen through. Thanks again, Sean. This is KE8NED. Back to you.
All right there, Mark. But yeah, I understand the invisible fences. I work for True Green, spraying all the subdivision yards and what have you, actually around your area and in the down there. So yeah, I always appreciated when they were the new ones, and they still had all the flags up and what have you, and you could tell where the dog could go, the learning flags. Always appreciated when they left those up a little bit extra long. So even somebody put one of those big sign, a little yard sign out front, visible fence here, what have you, let you know. But yeah, I ran into that before, man. I get rushed. Oh man. So been there lots of times there, Mark. Sounded good, man. And yeah, I think it's the biggest drawback of the loop is, one thing is keeping it up for one, but for performance-wise, it just picks up it just picks up storms hundreds and hundreds of miles away, if not thousands sometimes, and it'll hear it for sure. But I guess that's the point of the antenna. You want to hear those signals. So I think the only way to really get away from the big static crashes is to run yourself a beverage antenna. That's my goal this year, this summer, is to have a double counterpoise, maybe 2 directions. But yeah. Anyway, there, Mark, sounding good. Had you 10 over, no problem hearing you for sure. So have a great night, and good to get you in here tonight. With that, we'll clear with KE8NED. Let's see if Brad is here, and we didn't lose him yet. KC9KRX. Good evening, Brad. And then we'll take another quick standby after Brad here. What's going on, Brad? You still there in Hobart?
SOB, KC9KRX. Good evening, Sean. We're starting to hear more of you now. Good evening to all. Hope everybody's doing okay and having a good evening. It was 66 degrees earlier when I checked it. Other than that, we're doing okay. I hope everybody's having a good evening here. Starting to hear more people now. Band seems to be coming around. That's a good thing. Other than that, just want to say howdy, wave at him, and hope everybody's relaxing as it kind of winds down. And we'll ride along. Everybody have a good evening. 73 here. And we'll turn it back to you. What number was I, Sean? N8SOB, KC9KRX.
Yeah, you were number 15, number 15 tonight, Brad.
Roger. Okay, thank you.
All right, real good. Well, I'm glad the band's coming up enough where you're able to copy more of me. And, yeah, that's rough. You must have a lot of noise in your area there, buddy, because we got her full bore. We got her going tonight like normal anyway, especially if I'm in the big chair. So glad you're starting to get a good copy on us. So thanks for riding along, Brad. You take it easy around Hobart. Definitely keep your powder dry, buddy. Sounded good tonight. With that, we'll clear with KC9KRX. That's Brad in Hobart. Before we pick up Clint, KC80HR, got another minute to spare, but let's go ahead and take a quick pause on the quarter hour here, half hour, and see if there's anybody else out there that would like to check in on the Wolverine single sideband net. Please call N8SOB.
Yeah, you're actually on time, ABNMO. Hello.
Hi, Andy, number 30. Anybody else? Was that Kilo Delta, is that Sierra Delta Lima? All right, I got you. I believe this is Joe. Kilo Delta 2, Victor Romeo Delta.
This is Joe, KCRD. Thank you for letting me check in.
Yeah, Roger. No problem. I got you at number 31. We're moving through the list pretty fairly fast here, not too good pace. So we're at number 18. So go ahead and ride along with us. We'll be here with you here in a little bit there, Joe. Roger. All righty. Any other check-ins?
Recheck, Sean. K9CTB.
There's that guy in Indy. Man, I thought you went to the Speedway. Go ahead, pick it up, Neil, and then we'll pick up Clint in Eaton Rapids next. What's up, Neil?
Hi, N8SOB and the wonderful Wolverines. Good evening, Sean. Good evening to the family. And, Sean, I hated it. I had to sneak out of the shack for just a second. Dinner is taquitos, and I had to make sure they were ready. I do apologize. I thought I could skate back in, and I didn't quite get away with it. I feel like I'm cutting in line, so I won't keep it very long. Sean, your signal is excellent. It's good to hear everybody. I have been listening to the comments until I snuck away, so I missed a couple, but I'll make it up. I'll listen twice next time. Not much going on here, Sean. It is overcast. Been that way all day. It's been raining most of the day. Started last night this morning about 3 a.m.-ish, and didn't let up until just maybe an hour before net time. And and it looks like it's going to be nice and cool for at least the rest of the month here. I don't know if we're going to see another 80-degree day until mid-May or so. Anywho, things are going well here. Congrats on the DX on 17 meters. Sean, I never worked 17 on this dipole. I really can't do much. And like I told you before, I lost one of my uprights, an ash tree for my full-wave loop at 75 meters, so I'm stuck with a dipole, and it looks like that and a 2-meter antenna is going to be it for a while. Thanks for having me aboard, Sean. Thanks so much for letting me recheck, and I'll try not to let that happen again. Let's see, 73, God bless the gang, and thanks again. N8SOB and company, thanks so much, Sean, my friend. Always good to hear you. K9CTB.
All right there, Neil. Yeah, I didn't work that DX on 17. Taz worked him on 17, but I worked the same station on 30 meters. So, yeah, Taz and I both got the last new country were the same guy, so that was a good deal to get that guy. So, hey, you got to work with what you got, my friend. It is coming up on good antenna weather, so hopefully you find some time and do some work on some other ones as well. But what you got going on now, I'm sure is it's working fine. I'm hearing you good. Got a good copy on you here. So, and I'm sure that 2-meter antenna is getting you into some repeaters as well. Good to have you aboard. And the only thing you have to be sorry about is that you didn't bring us any food. I hope you enjoyed your dinner, my friend. Definitely, that's what the recheck button's all about. So we'll clear with K9CTB. Let's drop down and pick up Clinton, Eaton Rapids. That's Wolverine 608. KC80HR, good evening, Clinton. You got me tuned in, my friend? Stand by Dan in Madison Heights. You're on deck, HTT. What's up, Clint?
N8SOB and the wonderful Wolverine single sideband net. I've got you tuned in. It's so weird. When you're doing the pre-net check-ins, my floor noise is about a 5.6. Now I am 10 over on a floor noise. It's insane. I don't get it. I haven't had really time to try to isolate it. I've done a little bit of experimentation on trying to figure out what's going on, but I really can't nail down what's coming from. It seems like it happens about this time of the day, maybe it has something to do with the sun setting. I have no idea, but it is just insane. It's been like this for about a month and a half. And if I go up or down the frequency, up and down the band, it kind of disappears and fades away, but I can't put my finger on it, what the problem is. But I hear you fine. Most everyone else, I can hear somebody's there, make out a little bit what they're saying, but it just isn't cooperating with me. Haven't been out here in a while. I've been participating in the World Amateur Radio Day. It's supposed to be a day, but it is a 2-week-long event. It ends on the 25th, and having a lot of fun with that. It's like a contest, or just, it's not supposed to be a contest, but everyone's treating it like it. It's been fun. So I've been busy doing that. There's only so much radio a person can do without dying, I guess. But between that and work, it's been kind of difficult getting out and getting out here. The reason why I got over here is because at some 20 meters I can hear other people, but the other guy I'm working with on this special event station, I can't hear him. So there's no point in me sitting there, so I figured I'd come down here and jump in here and say good evening to everybody, and right after this I'll be attempting to get into the hurricane net. If the band quiets down for me, it'd sure be nice. Sean, and wish I could hear everyone else better. Back to you. NASOB, the Wolverine Single Sideband Net. This is KEC-ADHR.
All right there, Clem. Yeah, man, all that noise can, like we were talking with Eric there, it can definitely get discouraging, you know, when one person, you know, you got some static crashes, storms, what have you, and then you get local noise, so, man, that's too bad. So hopefully, maybe you could track it down or figure out what the heck's going on there, so. Other than that, good to have you in here. Almost 20 over, so the transmit part's definitely working really well and sounding good as well there, Clint. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night on the Freedom Net. 7-3 to you, buddy. Thanks for checking in tonight. We'll clear with KC-ADHR, and let's drop down and pick up Dan here, Wolverine 391 out of Madison Heights, KD8HTT. Good evening there, Dan, and then stand by Jim, KD9TYO. Jim, you're on deck. What's up, Dan? How you doing?
Oh, real good. N8SOB, this is KD8HTT. Yep, not bad at all. Just, pretty good signals, not too bad. Static crashes haven't gotten down here to Michigan yet, but then I'm running just a G5RV, so that's all I got room for here. But yeah, speaking of antennas, I'm seriously considering a beverage antenna up there in Oscoda for receive. But actually, I actually receive pretty well up there because, it's not like being in the city down here. But I was thinking about it, because I got the room for whatever I want to do out there. So I don't know, it's a thought, just something to do, right? Nothing wrong with that. Like you say, antennae weather is definitely upon us. So about another few weeks and we can do some antenna maintenance. I got some stuff to do up there. I got to raise the apex of my inverted V that I've got there because it's sort of kind of like, I don't know, the wind kind of messed it up and now it's about 10 feet lower than it used to be on my tower that I use for the apex, so I got to get that straightened out. Still works though, but I'd like to try a beverage antenna for receive. That would be interesting. But I know there's one that I use on the on an SDR on a computer that's a beverage, and it receives. I was like, what? That's what it's supposed to do, I guess. But I've never really had one of my own. But so I'm hoping that this year, while the weather's, when the weather's good and before the fall or winter, that I might be able to construct one up north. So I'll keep you posted on that. But anyway, it sounded great over here, Sean. Got you 20 over in the southeastern Michigan. So fooling around with my FT1000 Yaesu that I don't really talk very often, but it's such a gorgeous old radio. I just like looking at it, even if I don't talk on it very often. All right, I'll let you roll on. Thanks a lot for having me on. This is KD8HTT, back to Net Control.
All right there, Dan. KD8HTT, N8SOB. Yeah, I've been actually reading a lot into them, what you need and what have you, and people do it differently. DX Engineering has a kit preamp and the connector. I forgot what it's really called, but I've been really looking into it, just to more of a directional thing, if anything, on receive. You could run one thing out there, run a wire each in each direction if you have the room to. So it's something to play around with. It really is. That's what's fun about this hobby. It's what I enjoy. I just put up a G5RV yesterday, and so now I have a dual band coax fed dipole up for 160 and 75 meter. I got the G5RV, and now I got the loop. And I was actually eyeing out a spot last night for an 80 meter loop, right? So I think this guy's going to be looking into a remote switch box from a Meritron, something like that. Get it out there and what have you. So, hey, you have a great signal as well, 5 over. No problem hearing you, Dan. So the G5RV is doing real well for you, for sure. Thanks for checking in today, and hope you have a great weekend. So with that, we'll clear with KD88HTT. Let's drop down and pick up K89TYO, Wolverine 629. That's Jim over there, not too far from Mr. Eric. What's going on, Jim? And stand by. INW George is on deck.
Yes, this is KD9TYO here on Central Falls, Wisconsin, in the middle of what seems to be a never-stopping flow of rain lately. However, I still was able to get done today. I was working on the RV, getting it ready, working on my power systems, and get my solar panels cleaned up a little bit better. And about now it's coming around, so getting there. But other than that, the winds were really terrible when we first started off. It had come up at least 50% since I initially tried to check in. So things are looking up, but some days with that power and be able to punch through that a little bit easier. Which right now, we just have to do it what I have. So back to you, Sean. Nice to hear from you once again, and hope you continue to find the KD9TYO.
Yep, Jim, for sure. Can definitely hear you better that time. So good luck on what you got going on there. And kind of in and out, but I could definitely tell you were there 100% this time. So the band is in a lot better conditions than it was when we first got you checked in on here, Jim. So, hey, thanks for checking in, my friend. And definitely I hope you have a great weekend. And always good to get you in here as well. So thanks for checking in with me tonight on Friday night. With that, we'll clear with KD9TYO. Let's drop down and pick up Wolverine 422. That's George in Clarkston, Michigan, WD8INW. Good evening, George. And then stand by the other George, UJR and Lombard. You're on deck, George. Pick it up, George in Clarkston.
Okay, N8SOB, WD8INW. Yeah, I was going to comment on Jim TYO, I guess is his call. I could hear him in there on the pre-net, but I hear him great now. Got a good signal now, Jim. The band has changed considerably. And I'm surprised Dan's not hearing any static crashes. I'm running a G5 RV, and I'm hearing a lot of static crashes. But anyhow, Dan, that rig sounds excellent. That old Yaesu sounds really good. 1000, I don't know if the 1000D or what, but that was a great old radio. Anyway, not a whole lot going on here. Just kind of sitting back listening, and got through with dinner. And the dog's got to go out pretty soon again, but all is normal. So, N8SOB, WD8INW.
All right there, George. Well, the Tigers are getting ready to start here in about 20 minutes or so. They play the Baltimore Orioles in Baltimore tonight. So Miguel is all the way batting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. He's batting 7th tonight, so he is in the lineup as well. So Tigers are on tonight. So hope you enjoy your evening, you and Kathy there, George. Always a pleasure to get you in here. Hopefully we hear you Sunday morning. I'm sure we will, and I will be in the big chair Sunday morning. So hope to catch you then. Have a great night there, George. Thanks for checking in with me, buddy. Sounding good. Thanks for the comments to Jim over there in Wisconsin as well. We'll clear with WD8INW. Let's pick up George here in Lombard, Wolverine 581. That's WA9UJR. And after George, we'll take a quick pause for more check-ins. How you doing in Lombard this evening, George?
N8SOB. This is WA9UJR. Good evening, Sean, and all the Wolverines. Is definitely in good shape now, and was in pretty decent shape during the pre-net yesterday, and actually the day before. We had storms rolling through here just about net time. So, and appointments were brought in. I pulled the plug and made sure all the antennas were kind of a iceberg last year and there, but no real damage in the area, but boy, it sure had a lot of static crashes in the area. So, other than that, a great day today. The sun is shining, not bad. It got up into the 60s. Went out
outside, cleaned up. And of course, back into the shop and then down here to the radio. So with that, we'll pass along our 73s to everybody. Have a great evening, a better tomorrow, and stay safe. N8SOB, this is WA9, UJR, over.
All right there, George, WA9, UJR from N8SOB. Well, real good. Yeah, real good copy on you that time, George, for sure. So I think you're right. The band is in really good shape, minus the crashes here and there. But if they weren't there, man, it'd be perfect. Signals are still a little, I think for some reason here recently, within the last few weeks, the signals have really been suppressed. I haven't seen your normal 30, 40 over signals. It's just, our signals are definitely suppressed. So luckily we have a decently quiet band tonight, other less the static, the lightning crashes there. So, hey, thanks for checking in tonight there, George. I hope you have a good night and real good copy on you as well. With that, we'll clear with WA9UJR. Before we pick up Bob here in Norcross at number 24, let's take a quick pause and see if there's anybody else out there would like to check in with us on the Wolverine single sideband net. Please call N8SOB.
N8SOB, K2 MFS. N8SOB, please copy Kilo Bravo 3 Oscar X-Ray Hotel.
All right, we did pick up N9QPJ. We picked up K2MFS. So, Andy, you're at number 32, Jersey Mike 33, and then we got Bill in New Cumberland at 35. I did miss, got one in there that came in there with Jersey Mike and Andy. Who was the one that I missed? November 8, Sierra Oscar Tango. Okay, we got you at number 34 there, Brian. And then we got Bill at 35. Anybody else?
Kilo Charlie 8, Mike November Zulu.
Mike November Zulu. Kilo Charlie 8, Mike November Zulu. Terry?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
All right, we got you on the list at 36, so won't be too far off there. Hopefully you can ride along with us. Anybody else? Let's get back up to the list here and pick up N8 to BCF. Good evening there, Bob in Norcross, Wolverine 530, and then stand by small block Chevy. You're on deck. What's up, Bob?
Watch out for him there. He's playing more too, so he may give you a little bit of static once in a while, but he'll have him big cornbars anyway. So, everybody, the band is in pretty good shape tonight. The signals are starting to come up, and we got another line of lightning out there to the west that we're watching and starting to hear the crashes too, but other than that, it's all good. Another long day today. The last job I was project manager on, just like a bad rash, it won't go away. They keep adding some things out here and there, and a little $6,000 a head I've spent 3 days out there this week, and that didn't say right, because I'm not supposed to be out of office, so I got a desk I'm supposed to be sitting behind right out there running the top tonight, but we got to move, each car coming in, so other than that, actually the gorgeous day down here got up to a lot of sunshine, and I got a little wind on that site today, so hopefully y'all start getting some coverage like that pretty soon. It doesn't be here in August. Y'all look for the temperature up. I might not come up there in August. We're not going to
get cold, we can help you. So, anyway, Sean, good to hear you, brother. Get out of here. You carry on, quit rambling. And we'll try to catch y'all again tomorrow night. But back to you, Sean. NASOB from NABCF.
All right there, Bob. NABCF, NASOB. Well, I'll tell you what. I can just just about what they say here, a fly fart, buddy. So yeah, we heard you checking in there. I mean, it wasn't as strong as you are now, but definitely we were hearing you in there checking in. So don't be surprised, my friend. And that vertical antenna works good. So. Hey, good deal on in the 80s, all that sunshine, what have you, and getting a little red, man, getting that summer skin going on. Hey, that's all right. And hey, I don't want to hear any excuses. It's too cold and this and that in August. You're gonna get your butt up here, buddy. Hey, good to hear you in there, Bob. You guys take it easy around Norcross this weekend, and definitely enjoy your Friday evening. Thanks for checking with us here on the Wolverine Single Sideband Net tonight, like always. With that, we'll clear with NABCF. Let's drop down and pick up Ray in Collierville, Wolverine 496. That's KJ4, small black Chevy. Good evening, Ray. And then stand by my friend Jim there in East Point, W1IK. You're on deck, Jim. How you doing, Ray?
NASOB and the group. This is Kilo Julia Forest here about Charlie Ray down here in Collierville. It's 53 degrees. It was raining, a little light rain. It'll start up for a little bit, then go away again, but been about 24 hours. We're getting close to the 3-inch mark of our water, and watching the pools, and you'll see we've had more than our share of problems around here. Flooded roads, ponding, things tipped over, and all kinds of anyway. Other than that, it's been a pretty nice day. It's been cool. In the 50s all day, lower 50s all day, so it's been good. Anyway, we want to say hello to all the Wolverines up there. Everyone have yourself a great evening. I'm fixing to go in the kitchen and find some ham chowder and chow down. So then we're going to say thank you to all. Have a great evening. Back over to NASOB. 73 Sean, hey, you're doing a great job. Have a great evening. Good net.
All right there, Ray. Well, thank you very much there, my friend. Thanks for all the kind words. Sounding good tonight for sure. Definitely came up from the pre-net as well. So good to see that the signals came up along with the static crashes. So hey, you enjoy yourself there. Stay dry. Keep your powder dry if you can. And always a pleasure to get one of the hurricane finest in here checking with us on the Wolverine Net. Thanks, Ray. Have a great night there, buddy, and a great weekend. Oh, excuse me. With that, we'll clear with KJ4 SBC. Let's drop down and pick up W1IK. That's Jim in East Point. Good evening, Jim. Good to have you aboard tonight. And then stand by Jeff, W8KS. You're on deck. Good evening, Jim.
N8SOB, net control for the Wolverine Single Sideband Net Friday night edition. Good evening, Sean, and good evening to all aboard from Whiskey 1 India Kilo. Jim in East Point, Michigan. Well, Sean, it's been kind of a gray, nasty day here, rain on and off, mostly on, around here in the Detroit area, and looks like at least for part of the day tomorrow it's going to be kind of overcast and crappy as well. So just got to kind of get used to that idea. April showers, as they say, and I'm kind of recovering here. I had a long day of work yesterday with a lot of physical activity going up and down some stairs and ramps and stuff with a lot of equipment, doing audio production for a one-hit wonder group from the 70s, the early 70s, called Jim Gold and Gallery. Jim Gold and Gallery. Look it up and find out the one-hit wonder that I'm talking about. Anyway, we did their audio production, stage production for them yesterday out in Shelby Township, and it was a day-long affair for me. I was working alone, and boy, a lot of up and down, long load-in, up and down a bunch of ramps, and some flights of stairs, and a lot of equipment going in and out. But I got it done, but today, man, am I sore. I am out of shape. I am getting too old for this kind of activity, at least for doing it by myself. I need to hire some young bucks. I need to get some young kids that got stronger legs than me, because I'm just getting too old for this. But anyway, today spent most of the day doing computer work for some more audio-related stuff, getting some mixes of a live performance we did back in February, getting those posted to some of the other band members so that they can hear what we did. And we're going to use that as a way to kind of critique and figure out what we can do better, you know? So, yeah, we're not going to sell any records from this. But anyway, it is going to be something we can use as a kind of a critique tool. Anyway, it's 52 degrees right now in East Point, and kind of spitting rain. Winds are out of the east-northeast at 8, and our humidity is 67%. It's going to be kind of like that overnight here. We're only dropping down to 56, but it's going to be picking up a little bit of wind here between 10 and 20 miles per hour, and they'll shift out of the west. And I guess that's just a typical indication of the change in the weather that's coming, because by Sunday we're going to be back into some sunshine, kind of cool still, but we're going to be, looks like dry until about Friday of next week. So we'll take advantage of that as best we can, and hope that y'all enjoy the week to come. And the weekend, we got a weekend coming. I forgot all about it because I'm working. Anyway, back to net control. Thank you, Sean. You sound great down here in East Point tonight. Although I got a high noise level, came up about halfway through the net noises on the band. Anyway, N8SOBM, the group. This is Whiskey 1 India Kilo, Jim in East Point, Michigan.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, yeah.
Make your reservations for Burt Lake State Park, WGAW.
You know, that sounds like a great idea. I don't know when I'm going to get up there, but I enjoyed it. So we'll put that one on the check-into list, you know. Thanks, Rod. Back to net. Whiskey 1 India Kilo.
All right there, Jim. Man, Rod, you were 20 over, buddy, blasting up here. So I didn't know, man. That is really neat that you, Jim Gold in the gallery. And that is too neat, man. I had to look it up. And as soon as I looked it up, I seen their album cover, and I said, man, these look like some pretty cool dudes. And I seen the song title, so I had to go ahead and put it in my Pandora. I said, man, I know this song. So that's the song you're talking about, right?
That is their big hit. And yeah, he sold a lot of records doing that. Got a lot of radio airplay back in the day. You're too young to remember it, though, Sean. Anyway, I don't know. I bet Rod remembers. Okay, I'll let you guys carry on, but that's the one, Sean. W1IK.
Yeah, I can't say I can remember it coming out. I was born in '84, but my mother, really into music. She didn't watch much TV as I was growing up. Records and radio and cassettes, and music was very, very big when I was growing up. My mom, from country to 60s to 70s, 80s, all kinds of stuff. So you know, I've heard those one-hit wonders. You know, even though Huey Lewis wasn't really one, they were like a one-hit wonder album. And seen them at McMorran, believe it or not, here in Port Huron. And you know, I might be a young guy, but I was growing up with an old soul. Just think, that's why I'm here on amateur radio with you guys. So that's just great stuff that what your life has brought you to and who you've gotten to meet, and that's just too neat. Even though, you know, they're older guys, what it says Jim Gold 76, hey, who cares, man? They laid down an awesome hit in the 70s. That's good stuff. So hopefully you recruit faster than you'd normally than you're anticipating there, and I can't. If I complain about being sore, if anything, at my age, I'm just going to have a handful of hams yelling at me. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Hey, you take it easy there, Jim. Get some relaxing done, and can't wait to hear about some camping trips going on for Mr. Jim there. Thanks for checking in, buddy. It's always a pleasure to hear your comments. It really is. Definitely a big part of amateur radio for this SOB. Take it easy. We'll clear with W1IK. Let's pick up Jeff here in Norton Shores over there in the shores of Muskegon, Wolverine 557, and then stand by Rod. We'll be coming to Indian River here in a moment. Pick it up there, Jeff. What's up, buddy?
All right, Sean. N8SOB, this is Whiskey 8 Kilo Sierra, Jeff in Muskegon. And just wanted to jump in and say good evening to everybody. We did get the results of our MRI the other day, and it is not conclusive, so they're going to do a needle biopsy on me on Thursday. So that's the update. That's what's going on. So we'll keep you guys informed as to what happens with the biopsy. Other than that, things are going just fine here. Slowly but surely getting things around to get ready to start going camping. So that starts a week from Monday, and we'll be out and about and doing our thing. So anyway, everybody take care. 73s, have a great evening, and we'll catch everybody in here next time around and further on down the line. This is Whiskey 8 Kilo Sierra, back to N8SOB. Thank you, Sean.
All right there, Jeff, W8KS, N8SOB. Well, I'll tell you, your voice definitely sounds a lot better, for sure. So glad that it's a slow process getting there for you. Good signal, 510 over, definitely busting through any crashes. Forgot they were even there while you were talking. So, hey, I always appreciate you checking in with us, coming here on 3935 and waving a hand, that's for sure. And riding along with us there, Jeff. So you take it easy. Can't wait to hear. Hopefully you have some camping stories this summer and things get back to somewhat normal for you there, buddy. Thanks for checking in. With that, we'll clear with W8KS. Let's pick up Rod here in Indian River. That's Wolverine 205. Man, what a pioneer he is here tonight, along with all these other numbers. What's going on, Rod? And then after Rod, we'll take a quick pause for more check-ins.
SOB, WG8W. Well, thank you, Sean, for that intro. This is Rod here in Indian River, Michigan. Well, my first time checking into the Wolverine single sideband net was in December of 1985. So I've been doing the nets a long time. I enjoy the nets. I haven't been visiting as frequently because I got involved in a new net here, down frequency a little bit. But I'd like to get in here. This is one of my homes, you might say. This one and the UP net also, and even the buzzards roost. You know, these old nets, all these nets, they're my old homes. You know, I feel at home in every one of them. So. But last April, a year ago, we started up another net down the band a little bit, and I've been involved in that, and that's a lot of fun too. In fact, I really enjoy it, and I enjoy still visiting my home nets. So anyhow, very good. Thanks, Sean, for picking me up. Well, here in Indian River, we got 56 degrees, and the sun is shining, and it's been beautiful out. We're looking for warmer temperatures coming as we move along towards the month of May. And let's see, this morning I had, at noon, I had therapy. I had to go to therapy on my, I had knee surgery 3 weeks ago, total knee replacement, and I'm recovering okay. I have therapy now. I got to go, let's see, Monday and Wednesday to Friday next week, and then the week after I got some more coming. So, but I'm doing real good with that, and the knee is getting along. And discomfort with it at night. At night is most of the time when I have problems when I'm trying to sleep. So, but during the day I don't seem to have any issues with it at all. So, anyhow, yeah, I got home from therapy and I was really worn out because they worked me to death today. They had me do a lot of exercises and I was just about to break into a sweat, but I never did. But when I got out of there, I came home and I put a video on and watched it, put an ice pack on my knee, and I fell asleep through the video. About halfway through it, I woke up and watched the rest of it, and then I got up and went into the bedroom and took a nap, but I slept till 5 o'clock, so. So I tell you what, that felt good, getting some rest, so. Anyhow, yeah, Sean, you're sounding great here, too. You're 20 over as well. I'm running currently here, I'm running 1,300 watts through a double bazooka. And the radio here, I heard one guy earlier talking about running his 1,000, Yaesu 1,000. Well, that's what you're listening to right now. I'm running my Yaesu 1000D. I love it. I bought it in 1995, and it's been giving me a lot of years of good service. I've enjoyed it. It's an awesome radio. I like looking at it. And I've had issues with it in the past. I've had to take it in for repairs, but we got everything settled with that, and it's been an awesome performer. And I do have a backup radio. It's the Yaesu FT900. It's a mobile version of this. It does everything this will do. And that one has very few hours on it because I bought it brand new, and I only use it when this one don't work. So, and so like I say, it hasn't had that many hours. I did use it mobile for a while when I was driving semi for General Motors, and I put it out there and I run it for probably 5 or 6 months. But then it just got to be a hassle taking the radio in and out of the truck every day, so I gave up on the HF running mobile. So, but I certainly enjoy doing HF here at the house, and it's always fine to hear all you wonderful signals, all the wonderful signals coming in here on the Wolverine single sideband net. And Sean, I just got to give you a pat on the back. You're one of the better net controls I've heard. So, and I've been listening to nets many years. So, thanks for picking me up. 73s, everybody, and this is WG8W.
All right there, Rod. WG8W out of Mr. Rod Indian River. Yeah, you were holding 20 overall the whole time. So the old Yaesu 1000D and the 1,300 watts and your double bazooka is doing a great job. So, there's a bunch of other great nets in there, and the Sundown net has been a very good success for them fellows. And by the time I remember to check in, I get caught up in this one, and tend not to forget about that one. But there's other ones I forget about as well. So. If this one's not running, I don't forget about them. But good deal on getting the total knee replacement getting better there, and slowly but surely. And ain't nothing wrong with a good nap. It sounds like you needed it there, Rod. So good deal there, and good deal on the fairly new 900 there. Those are decent radios as well there, Rod. So, hey, thanks for checking in. Thanks for your comments tonight, and thanks for all the kind words. Definitely appreciate it. So, take good pride in running the net, and definitely it gives me a good way to show off all the hard work for my station. Hi. Give myself invisible pats on the back. Have a great night there, Rod. Thanks for checking in. Before we drop down to number 29 and pick up Bob there in Windsor, let's take a quick pause and see if there's anybody else out there that would like to check in with us on the Wolverine single sideband net. Please call N8SOB.
N8SOB, K8PD.
All right, We picked up K8PD. Got you, Paul. We got Jim out there in Landis, W1CFL. Anybody else?
Kilo India 5, Echo Delta Oscar, in and out.
All right, there, Eddie. KI5 EDO, right? Yeah, that's EDO. I got that wrong. EDO. All right, there. We got Eddie out there. We got him checking in and out. Hope all is well around Batesville, Arkansas there, Eddie. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Anybody else? All right, so we did pick up Paul at 37 and Jim at 38. Let's go up to number 29. So, got not too many left on the list here. VE3KUZ, Wolverine 570, did a great job being a net controller for us last night, like always. Good to hear you in here tonight there, Bob. And stand by, AB8MO, Andy, you're on deck. Pick it up, Bob.
Yeah, N8SOB, this is VE3KUZ, Bob here in Windsor. Yeah, you're doing a great job tonight, Sean. It's good to hear you doing the net controller. Sorry to hear about Sam. I guess he's not feeling too well, and hopefully he'll be feeling well really soon. Yeah, today is kind of another overcast day. Finished up the project I was working on over at my son's friend's house and got everything finished painting, moved all the furniture back into the room, so we're all done with that, and that's a good thing. So I didn't really get to play any radio today. Just got home. Then the wife and I went out for dinner, had tacos, which we don't usually have, but it's kind of nice. We haven't had them for so long. And then I came home and turned the net on. So, yeah, the day went by kind of fast. Anyway, not much else to say, so I'll put it back to you, Sean. You're doing, like I say, you're doing a great job. And, yeah, the band is still a little bit down from what we're used to, but I guess this is kind of the summertime conditions we should get used to. So back to you, N8SOB from VE3KUZ.
All right there, Bob, VE3KUZ, N8SOB. Yeah, there's something with the signals. You just got to hope for a quiet band. The signals just aren't, it ain't up there, up to par. So suppressed signals. So good deal on a fast, productive day for you. That's a good deal. Yeah, it was a kind of rather of a slow Friday. It just seemed like it kind of drug a little bit slower than I would want it to. So glad somebody had a decent Friday. But, yeah, overcast and one of those April days, that's for sure, buddy. Sounded good tonight. Thanks for being in there. And thanks for being one of our net controllers. Definitely much appreciated. With that, we'll clear with VE3KUZ. Let's drop down to number 30 and pick up Andy. That's Wolverine 602 out of Burton, Ohio. AB8MO. Good evening, Andy. And then we'll drop down and see if Joe stuck around. KD2VRD. Go ahead, pick it up, Andy. What's up, buddy?
N8SOB, good old sweet old boy, son of a Buckeye, however you want to put it. This is AB8MO. You sound like you're right in the room with me. So, anyhow, good to hear you there. Let's see here. Oh, man, I'm confused here. I left the YouTube thing on, and my hearing aid just switched to my computer, so I got a 30-second delay here, man. Anyhow, yeah, it was nice this morning, and I got to shut the hearing aids off now, because I'm going to be hearing myself. It turned out to be a gorgeous morning, hit up to 75, 76. It was cloudless, and it's raining now. So I agree with the guy whose preferred name is 80 meters. That would be WGAW. You are one of the better net controls. So you get my stamp of approval right on your forehead. Back to you there, Sean. I'll be riding along here. You sound like you're right in the room. It's amazing. This is AB8MO.
That's funny because it sounds like I think I am. Oh, boy. All right there, Andy. AB8MO, N8SOB. Oh, you were all discombobulated there for a minute there, buddy. So, well, I appreciate the kind words. hope you have a great weekend and a good Friday evening as well there, buddy. Glad that you could ride along with there, and the remote is helping you out for sure. Have a good night there, Andy. With that, we'll clear with AB8MO. Let's drop down and pick up Joe here. A new check-in for me and see if he stuck around. Kilo Delta 2, Victor Romeo Delta. Good evening, Joe. Welcome to the Wolverine Single Sideband Net, and standby QPJ Andy. You're on deck. K82VRD, Joe, did you stick around? All right, nothing heard, no big deal. N9QPJ, Andy, good evening, way up there in the Upper Peninsula, and standby Jersey Mike, you're on deck.
Okay there, Sean. N8SOB, good evening to you and everyone else on the wonderful Wolverine Single Sideband Net. This is Andy, N9QPJ, Daggett, Michigan, up here in the UP, where we had a nice day up here on my day off. We had almost 56 degrees, sunny skies, and I put up a new antenna, took the other one down, and everything seems to be working pretty good, I hope. And now it's clouding over. So other than that, we've just been putzing around in the yard there. You're about 20 over S9 up here, Sean. Sounding really good. Studio quality. Sounding really good. Great station. So other than that, I'm glad that you picked me up, and always a joy being here. So with that, I'll turn it back to you there, Sean. 73, and everyone have a good night. N9QPJ.
All right there, Andy. Well, real good copy on you there. N9QPJ, N8SOB in the net. Yeah, real good copy on you. Solid 5.9. No problem hearing you tonight. So appreciate you getting in here. Always good to get a Uper checking in with us. Don't get many of you guys checking in with us there. So definitely, I hope you have a great night there, buddy, and a better weekend for sure. Glad to have you checked in with us here on Friday night. With that, we'll clear with N9QPJ. Let's drop down and pick up Jersey Mike here on the shores of New Jersey. K2MFS. Good evening there, Mike, and stand by Brian, SOT.
N8 SOB K2MFS. Sean, I'm surprised to hear you out here tonight. When I checked in, I just got in from work. I'm sitting down here relaxing, and it was a good, nice wait. I'm totally unwind here. It was a beautiful day here on the shore. Got up into the mid-60s, and now the clouds are rolling in here, so it's starting to cool off. Some static crashes between you and me here, and I hear most of the people there, but I'm listening in on your remote, and it makes life so much easier. That is a fantastic setup there. But anyway, we were jump in here, just wave a hand, and we'll finish up some dinner, and then we have to move down the band a little bit there. But hey, thanks for the opportunity to jump in and say hello. I heard Brother Bob there when he was on, so like I said, I love your setup there. But anyway, have a great evening there, Sean. K2MFS, back to N8SOB, and have a great evening.
All right there, Mike. K2MFS, N8SOB. Well, real good there. Yeah, you're sounding good. I always get the East Coast in here real well. Never have a problem with you you guys over there on the East Coast. So glad that you could do a little comparison there on the receives between the two there. And it's always good to hear Brother Bob down there, BCS. So real good there. Hey, have a great night there, Mike. Glad you could ride along with us, and hope you have a great weekend as well, buddy, for sure. Always good to get you in here. With that, we'll clear with K2MFS. Let's drop down and pick up Brian here out of Belding, Michigan. That's November 8th to Sierra Oscar Tango. Good evening there, Brian. And then stand by Bill in New Cumberland. You're on deck.
PFC.
Got ya. N8SOT, Brian, you there? All right, right. Maybe he got the dinner bell. No problem. We got Maury at number 40. Not too far ahead. We're on 35 right now there, Maury. KB30XH, Wolverine 631. Good evening there, Bill in New Cumberland. And then we'll pick up Terry around Kentucky, see if he's stuck around. KC8MNZ. Pick it up there, Bill.
And 8SOB from KB30XH. Well, good evening, sir. Everyone here on the wonderful Wolverine sideband. I've got 74 degrees right now. We got up over 80 today. Beautiful day here. So far, we haven't had any rain. Tomorrow looks like we're going to get it, though. Oh, now I get a phone call. Anyway, everyone have a great evening. And thanks for picking me up, John. KB30XH. Back to the net.
All right, looks like you got a phone call as well. So good deal. Yeah, real good copy on you tonight, too. So it's one of the expressions that we're using tonight. Hey, band's in pretty good shape, minus the static crashes. So, hey, enjoy your weekend there, Bill. Thanks for checking with us here on the net on Friday night for sure. So with that, we'll clear with KB30XH. So let's drop down and see if Terry in Independence, Kentucky stuck around. Kilo Charlie 8, Mike, November Zulu. Good evening, Terry. And then stand by KPD Paul. You're on deck. Kilo Charlie 8, Mike, November Zulu. All right, no big deal. Let's pick up Paul in Holland, Wolverine 598. Kilo 8, Papa Delta. Good evening, Paul. It's super good to hear you tonight. And stand by Jim in Landis. You're on deck. Pick it up, Paul.
Okay. Good evening, Sean. N8SOB KPD. Had a nice day here and ran into Grand Rapids with my wife this morning and had lunch and then came back. And it's just been a very nice, quiet, relaxed day here. A little bit of shopping, a little bit of looking around at stuff, but now I got downstairs here and saw that we still had time to check into the net, so I thought I would. You're booming in here tonight, Sean. You're 20 over plus, so that usual good signal that I hear over this way. Hopefully you're hearing me halfway decent. N8SOB, KPD.
Oh, yeah, no problem hearing you there, Paul. Solid 5'9". Definitely armchair copy on you. So glad you made it down in the shack, decided to turn it on and check in with us, ride along for a little bit. So sounding real good as always. Good to get you in here, Paul. And definitely thanks for the signal report as well. I appreciate it. So have a great weekend, my friend. Hope to hear you again soon. With that, we'll clear with KPD. Let's drop down and pick up Jim in Landis, North Carolina. That's W1CFL. And then we'll go down to number 40 and pick up the birthday boy. Yeah, that's Mr. Birthday Maury down there. He's on deck. What's going on, Jim? Right there, Jim, W1CFL, N8SOB. Well, you know, your 100 watts definitely breaks you on through, gets you on the net here in Michigan, so it's not too shabby. It's working all right for you there, Jim. So glad that you just got, you can come aboard and your antenna's doing the work for you, your 100 watts there, and definitely was hearing you pretty good tonight. So I appreciate you checking in. You take it easy out there around the Carolinas for sure. W1CFL, we'll clear with you, and let's pick up Mr. Maury. This is the birthday boy right here. I'll tell you what, it is his birthday today. I think he's 85. WB8PFC, happy birthday, my buddy Maury, and he's the bottom of the list from N8SOB.
I'm always at the bottom of the list, but thank you for your congratulations on my birthday. Yeah, I turned 85 today, and I had a birthday cake even, Carol. We got in CK's kitchen there and whipped me up a birthday cake. It was really good, really good. So I enjoyed today. I even enjoyed my nap. I took after lunch today, so I'm feeling good. Anyway, Sean, good to hear you. You sound like your perky self there. And getting along good. And WB8 PSC.
All right there, Maury. Well, good deal. I hope you enjoy the cake. And, yeah, I'm sure, Carol, she spoils you for sure. You're a lucky guy. And to be in any half of your condition at your age, that would just be great. Just to make it to 80, I think I'd be all right with that. But you definitely show us how it's done for sure. So glad we can get you checked in here on your birthday. I wanted to try to get in there real quick on the CRS group this morning just to make sure everybody knew it was your birthday. Oh, Gary, you didn't like that, my boy. I got a kick out of that. So, even Doug, I don't know if you missed that. I think he went to breakfast, but at the end of the CRS group this morning, Doug, HLV, got in there, and he asked, he goes, hey, did anybody know it's Maury's birthday today?
Yeah, I did not hear that. I didn't turn it and listen very long, and I wish I had now. Yeah, I mentioned it was my 85th birthday today on the CRS group, and Gary says, well, I guess we're going to hear that for the next 10 days or something like that. So the next 10 days I'm going to let him know I had my 85th birthday. Religiously, I'll get up just to heckle him.
I can't wait to hear it. I love it. I would say that was the highlight of my morning during listening to the radio. I loved it. And then when Doug came in there at the end, you were off filling your face with your birthday breakfast there. So, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening there, my friend. You and Carol for sure. Definitely. Very great great folks. Them two are for sure. Maury and his wife Carol. Glad I got the chance to meet them, and definitely have to catch up here soon. Thanks, Maury, for checking in, buddy. Glad you can take some time away from that birthday festivities and that birthday cake and to get your name on my log tonight. Definitely appreciate it. So with that, we'll go ahead and clear with the birthday boy, WB8PFC. And this is November 8th, Sierra Oscar Bravo at 8SOB. The name is Sean, located up here in the thumb of Michigan. And this is the Wolverine Single Sideband Net. We're looking for check-ins. Definitely instant up if you get on the list. Give me your call.
Kilo Charlie 8, Victor Whiskey Alpha, Portable, Michigan.
QRP. Kilo Delta 9, Mary Queen Echo. 8GLB, QRP station.
All right, we did pick up KC8VWA. That's Toledo Mike, but not in Toledo. Good to hear you, Mike. We got Paul, MQE, and then Chavis, GLB. Did you say you're the QRP station? I thought I heard a QRP out there, but are you the one that's QRP?
Yes, Chavis, KE8GLB is QRP.
Well, go ahead and make one, my friend. QRP, you got it. What's up tonight, bud?
Well, we're using the same antenna, but we have it on the wife's car, and all I could grab was G90 for the moment to try and support the Wolverine. So we're doing 15 watts. That's pretty QRP. Thank you for picking me up, and hello to the Wolverines. I'll have the Tar Heel next week. We should be in there most of the night. Thank you, Sean. Back to you.
Man, that's impressive, Chavez, for sure. That's very impressive. 15 watts out of the G90 and that mobile antenna sitting on your wife's car. Well, good deal. Yeah, I got Q5 copy on you. That's working good. So, tell you what, that's a good antenna for people that can't have antennas really outside. Stick it on the car and run the coax inside. 100 watts, I couldn't believe, you run 400 or 500 into that. That thing works really good there, Chavez. So I'm glad we got you in here tonight. And the G90 sounding good, sir. You and your wife have a great night there and a great weekend, you and Helen. So with that, we'll clear with KE8 GLB, and we're running QRP off a mobile antenna out there. Let's pick up Jersey or Toledo Mike. That's not in Toledo. He's out there portable up there in Michigan. KC8 VWA. Good evening there, Mike. Super good to hear you. I haven't had you check in with me on my log here since January 10th. And then before that was back in June, so maybe you're getting more on a radio schedule. Go ahead, pick it up, Mike, and stand by Paul and Tomahawk.
Okay, Sean. Yeah, you're 40 over up here, sounding good. N8SOB, KCAVWA, Portable, Gladwin, Michigan. Congratulations, Maury. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but man, 85, that's cool. I hope I last that long. I think my dad was 84. He made it to 84 and then he passed. But yeah, that's pretty cool to make it 85. Hope you had a good birthday. Bowling Green, Maury, yeah, sounding good up here in Michigan, up here in the thumb. Yeah, not too much going on here, Sean. Only running 100 watt. Got the little 706 with a wire up in the pine trees. Got a load of rocks for the shoreline. I got more rocks. Getting kind of low. I don't know what happens to them, but they disappear somehow. So I got a load of rocks for the break wall there. And boy, the guy had a skid steer and he was running that thing around. Everybody was bragging what a good job he was doing, and boy, come to we looked out there and boom, there goes all the electricity. Everybody's electricity went out. He spun that thing around, hit a guide wire for a telephone pole. Telephone pole still stayed up in the air, but they had to come out there and replace the telephone pole. And boy, them guys make a mess. Boy, I tell you, they made more of a mess than the skid steer did. But they're going pretty good up here, Sean. I don't know if it hit 60. They said it was supposed to hit 60 today. I've been outside burning leaves and rained all day yesterday, pretty much off and on last night, and everything was wet. So I got the leaves burned anyways. I use the blower. I put the blower on the pile of leaves. Boy, that sure does get them going. Thanks for picking me up, Sean. N8SOB, KCAVWA.
All right there, Mike. Well, good deal. Yeah, booming signal here. And, yeah, like I said, to make it into my 80s, I'd be happy with that. That means I'm just a little shy of halfway there. So I'd be all right with that. And, my kids are already in their teens and get another 40 years, and that'd be all right. We're all expected to die sometime or another, and it's not our choice really. But yeah, it seems like my grandparents were in their mid 70s and what have you. So yeah, that's a good age. And then you just see what Maury does. He still gets out there, works on the tractor. He does all kinds of stuff. And when I met the fella, I had no idea he was even close to being 80. So looks like we'll have Maury around for a little while, that's for sure. So, hey, sounding good coming out of the portable station up there. And I don't think we hit 60 either. 56.7 was our high. So mid-50s here. That's what we had. Thanks for checking in there, Mike. You take it easy, my friend. Portable station with 100 watts is doing a great job. With that, we'll clear with Toledo Mike, KC8VWA. Let's drop down and pick up Paul and Tomahawk, KD9MQE. Good evening there, Paul, and that's the bottom of my list.
Good evening, Sean. N8SOB, KD9MQE. Playing around with a new toy. Got a DXC Pro 1B loop, magnetic loop, receiving loop. Amazing shape with conditions apparently shifting polarity-wise. 1 minute I'm listening on 75 and 80, and signals just drop right into the dirt. Pop on the loop, bang, they're right back there, and then they'll fade on the loop. But interesting results anyway. Rather pleasant day down here. We had 38 degrees. It's now, well, it's dropping. We're about 36. And I believe I saw a snowflake out there, but I've got to be out of the trees. Just not a very comfortable day. Was going to run a TAY or T9AY loop. I've got a box that I've put together here, and a telescoping pole. I was going to try to put one together, but boy, it's chilly out there, man. I just couldn't stick it out. got the pole erected and decided that's enough for the day. Thanks for bringing me in. Everybody's sounding pretty good the last 45 minutes or so. Conditions are definitely improving. 7-3 to all of the group, and we'll catch you next time. Kilo Delta 9, Mary Queen Echo, back to control, 7-3.
All right, Kilo Delta 9, Mary Queen Echo from N8SOB. Well, real good there, Paul. I'll tell you what, bang up signal up here. Sounding real good, no problem hearing you. And it seems like the band is really starting to open up, and the noise hasn't gotten any worse, really. Kind of consistent, so we'll take it. I appreciate you checking in. Sounds like you had a good day, and I hope you have a good weekend as well. Always a pleasure to get you on the list, and hopefully you're keeping track of those check-ins because, man, I'm really starting to get a log of you, that's for sure. So have a great night there. Thanks for checking in, buddy. With that, we'll clear with KD8MQE. That's the bottom of my list. Do I have anybody else that wants to check in with me here on the Wolverine Single Sideband Net? Please call at 8SOB.
Bravo 4,
All right, picked up KC9IVO. Who is the Whiskey Bravo 4 station again?
Romeo Delta Golf. Romeo Delta Golf.
Romeo Delta Golf. Whiskey Bravo 4, Romeo Delta Golf. All right, look at that. We got you in there, Ron. Stand by. Anybody else? All right, let's go ahead and pick up Ron here. Good evening to you, my friend. Man, I had you checked in with me on the 7272 Rag-Chew net back last year, November and October. On 40 meters there. So good to get you on my list here on 80 meters this evening. WB4RDG. Good evening, Ron, from N8SOB in the Wolverine Single Sideband Net.
Thanks for picking me up. Well, I lost half my one leg of my 40-meter antenna in the wind, so I've got to take it all down and try to resolder it all. So that's why I've been on 7272. We've had some rain here in northern Kentucky, so we're doing all right. We're through. Hopefully, there's no more big wind damage, so maybe I get back on 7272. Thanks for picking me up. WB4RDG. Thanks again.
Right there, Ron, around Maysville, Kentucky. Well, I'll tell you what, got a good signal here on 75 this evening. Good luck on getting the 40-meter antenna all squared away and getting back on 40 meters. I only fill in on the 722 right now, so hopefully if I get there and you're able to get back on there, we hear you there as well. So this net's here every single evening there, Ron, so hopefully we hear a lot more from you and get you on our list. So thanks for checking in with me tonight on the Wolverine Single Sideband Net. With that, we'll clear WB4RDG. Let's drop down and pick up Harold here in Rock Island, Illinois. That's Wolverine 368, KC9IVO. Good evening, Harold. How are you tonight?
Hey, good evening, Jeff. We're doing pretty good there. Hope everything is well and fine with you. You're sounding grand down here. KC9IVO. Harold at the microphone with 52 degrees. We got up close to 60. Took all day to get there, but we had plenty of sunshine. Definitely had plenty of sunshine, but that wind started blowing there around noontime, and it hasn't let up yet. It's up there around 32 miles an hour. I'm sure the gusts are even more than that. So, we was out this morning. It wasn't really too bad. That wind wasn't blowing that bad. And then as the day went on, I thought, well, by this afternoon it'll be as warm as it's going to get, which would be 60, and we could get outside. But by then that wind had picked up. We tried to go out on the short back deck there a couple of times. Even had the 10-pound chihuahua out there. She didn't like it either. Just way too chilly with that wind. It was irritating anyway. I hate it when that wind blows like that. But we had a good day. Had a lot of things to do here in the house, so kept busy, that's for sure. And finally ended up here in the radio room about that time of night. It's a good time to be in here. Yeah, the sun's starting to set over on this end here. We're going to be kind of a chilly week here all week long and clear till next Tuesday there. We did have two thunderstorms go through yesterday, and
it got up to 70 degrees in between thunderstorms and then cooled way off overnight. I think it was down to 35 degrees overnight, and we're going to have some nights like that where it's going to be down around freezing, especially tomorrow and Sunday. Not a very good outlook there. Kind of got spoiled with those 4 or 5, 8-degree days, and then 70 yesterday afternoon. Now it's going to be chilly. Well, we'll get through it there. It is April, so we'll see what happens at the end of the month. Anyway, thanks for being there, Sean. Everybody have a real good evening and a great weekend coming up. KC9IVO, over.
All right there, Harold. Normally we hear a real good, you normally got some really good weather there. So, yeah, no wind here. It's actually been pretty calm. It's been nice. So we got a little breeze coming out of like the northwest, it looks like. Not very gusty at all. So, tell you what, good to get you in here. Sounding real good coming out of Rock Island. Definitely, I hope you enjoy your weekend. You stay out of trouble, mister, and hope to hear you get in here soon. Definitely always good to get Harold in here. So with that, we'll clear with KC9IVO, and that's the bottom of my list here on the Wolverine Single Sideband Net. This is N8SOB. Any other check-ins? Last call before we go ahead and shut this bad boy down on the Friday evening on April the 21st. N8SOB, last call for check-ins. All right, well, good there. Well, I appreciate everybody checking their time out on this Friday evening to check in with me. Glad I was able to come in here and fill in for Sam. Hopefully that guy starts feeling better. And everybody else has a great night. This is Sean up here in Fort Gratiot, Michigan, N8SOB. Now closing this evening's session of the wonderful Wolverine Single Sideband Net. Thanks and 7-3s to all.
Thank you, John, from KGLB.
Have a good night, Chavis.